Hello guys, welcome to Celeb Chit Chat. Today we are going to talk about top 10 Hollywood movies all time. So without going any delay, let's get started. 1. Pulp Fiction. Jules Winfield, Samuel L. Jackson, and Vincent Vega John Travolta are two hitmen who are out to retrieve a suitcase stolen from their employer, mob boss Marcellus Wallace, Ving Rhames. Wallace has also asked Vincent to take his wife Mia Uma Thurman out a few days later, when Wallace himself will be out of town. Butch Coolidge, Bruce Willis, is an aging boxer who is paid by Wallace to lose his fight. The lives of these seemingly unrelated people are woven together, comprising of a series of funny, bizarre and uncalled for incidents. 2. Titanic. 84 years later, a 100-year-old woman named Rose DeWitt Bukater tells the story to her granddaughter Lizzie Calvert, Brock Lovett, Louis Bodine, Bobby Buell and Anatoly Mikhailovich on the Keldysh, about her life set in April 10, 1912, on a ship called Titanic, when young Rose boards the departing ship with the upper-class passengers and her mother, Ruth DeWitt Bukater, and her fiancé, Caledon Hockley. Meanwhile, a drifter and artist named Jack Dawson, and his best friend Fabrizio de Rossi, win third-class tickets to the ship in a game, and she explains the whole story from departure until the death of Titanic on its first and last voyage April 15, 1912 at 2:20 in the morning. 3. The Dark Knight. Set within a year after the events of Batman Begins 2005, Batman, Lieutenant James Gordon, and new District Attorney Harvey Dent successfully begin to round up the criminals that plague Gotham City, until a mysterious and sadistic criminal mastermind known only as the Joker appears in Gotham, creating a new wave of chaos. Batman's struggle against the Joker becomes deeply personal, forcing him to confront everything he believes and improve his technology to stop him. A love triangle develops between Bruce Wayne, Dent, and Rachel Dawes. 4. Life is Beautiful. In 1930s Italy, a carefree Jewish waiter-turned-bookseller named Guido starts a fairy tale life by courting and marrying a lovely woman teacher named Dora. Guido and Dora have a son named Joshua, and live happily together until the forced deportation of the town's Jewish population in cattle cars. Dora, while not required to be deported, volunteers to leave with her family, and they are all forced to live in a concentration camp. In an attempt to hold his family together and help his son survive the horrors of a concentration camp, Guido imagines that the Holocaust is a game, and that the grand prize for winning is a tank. 5. The Godfather. The Godfather Don Vito Corleone is the head of the Corleone Mafia family in New York. He is at the event of his daughter's wedding. Michael, Vito's youngest son and a decorated WW2 Marine, is also present at the wedding. Michael seems to be uninterested in being a part of the family business. Vito is a powerful man, and is kind to all those who give him respect, but is ruthless against those who do not. But when a powerful and treacherous rival wants to sell drugs and needs the Don's influence for the same, Vito refuses to do it. What follows is a clash between Vito's fading old values and the new ways which may cause Michael to do the thing he was most reluctant in doing, and wage a mob war against all the other mafia families, which could tear the Corleone family apart. 6. Pirates of the Caribbean. The Curse of the Black Pearl. This swashbuckling tale follows the quest of Captain Jack Sparrow, a savvy pirate, and Will Turner, a resourceful blacksmith, as they search for Elizabeth Swann. Elizabeth, the daughter of the governor and the love of Will's life, has been kidnapped by the feared Captain Barbossa. Little do they know, but the fierce and clever Barbossa has been cursed. He, along with his large crew, are under an ancient curse, doomed for eternity to neither live nor die. That is, unless a blood sacrifice is made. 7. Avatar. When his brother is killed in a robbery, paraplegic Marine Jake Sully decides to take his place in a mission on the distant world of Pandora. There he learns of greedy corporate figurehead Parker Selfridge's intentions of driving off the native humanoid Na'vi in order to mine for the precious material scattered throughout their rich woodland. In exchange for the spinal surgery that will fix his legs, Jake gathers knowledge of the indigenous race and their culture for the cooperating military unit spearheaded by gung-ho Colonel Quaritch, while simultaneously attempting to infiltrate the Na'vi people with the use of an avatar identity. While Jake begins to bond with the native tribe and quickly falls in love with the beautiful alien Neytiri, the restless colonel moves forward with his ruthless extermination tactics, forcing the soldier to take a stand and fight back in an epic battle for the fate of Pandora. 8. Psycho. Phoenix office worker Marion Crane is fed up with the way life has treated her. She has to meet her lover Sam in lunch breaks, and they cannot get married because Sam has to give most of his money away in alimony. One Friday, Marion is trusted to bank $40,000 by her employer. Seeing the opportunity to take the money and start a new life, Marion leaves town and heads toward Sam's California store. Tired after the long drive and caught in a storm, she gets off the main highway and pulls into the Bates Motel. The motel is managed by a quiet young man called Norman, who seems to be dominated by his mother. 9. Inception. Dom Cobb is a skilled thief, the absolute best in the dangerous art of extraction, stealing valuable secrets from deep within the subconscious during the dream state, when the mind is at its most vulnerable. Cobb's rare ability has made him a coveted player in this treacherous new world of corporate espionage, but it has also made him an international fugitive and cost him everything he has ever loved. Now Cobb is being offered a chance at redemption. One last job could give him his life back, but only if he can accomplish the impossible, Inception. Instead of the perfect heist, Cobb and his team of specialists have to pull off the reverse. Their task is not to steal an idea, but to plant one. If they succeed, it could be the perfect crime. But no amount of careful planning or expertise can prepare the team for the dangerous enemy that seems to predict their every move. An enemy that only Cobb could have seen coming. 10. Rayman. Charles Sanford Charlie Babbitt is a self-centered Los Angeles-based automobile dealer hustler bookie who is at war with his own life. Charlie, as a young teenager, used his father's 1949 Buick convertible without permission, and as a result, he went to jail for 2 days on account that his father reported it stolen. It is then that Charlie learns that his estranged father died and left him from his last will and testament a huge bed of roses in the car, while the remainder will of $3 million goes into a trust fund to be distributed to someone. Charlie seemed pretty angry by this and decides to look into this matter. It seems as if that someone is Raymond, Charlie's unknown brother, an autistic savant who lives in a world of his own, resides at the Walbrook Institute. Charlie then kidnaps Raymond and decides to take him on a lust-for-life trip to the West Coast as a threat to get the $3 million inheritance. Raymond's acts and nagging, including repeated talks of Abbott and Costello, 4 minutes till Wapner, and refusal to fly on an airline except Qantas, drives Charlie insane and out of his selfish world into a cross-country trek of pure love and understanding that these two both have. So that's it for today. See you again. Bye-bye.